All right, welcome to Pacific Push, Taste Radio, Dash Radio, hottest in the beach, coldest in the streets. And today in the beach house, I have the queen of independence, Kentheman.
How you doing?
Listen, I'm great. How about yourself?
What time is it there?
4 o'clock
PM?
p.m.
That is crazy. I got 4 whole hours of daytime on us. I'm
We
doing
rocking.
great.
All right, so I'm going to keep it real. I don't think I've ever said this to a guest, male or female, but Ken, you that nigga.
I like the way you talk to me.
All right, now we got that out the way. Are you still the independent queen?
Independent queen with an independent label now. I'm with Asylum.
Okay, yeah, I've been seeing them in your comments. I'm seeing them. Snoop Dogg, like, holla at me, niece.
Yeah, I don't know why. I'm so grateful that he just, usually people want something from you just to post you. He just dry be posting me, and I was like, man, we need more Uncle Snoops in this world.
For real, he sees the talent. Everyone sees the talent, Ken. So congratulations on that.
Thank you.
Now, I know you're with the independent label, but how is the grind? Like with being independent for so long, I know you are your own manager. It's a lot going on.
Yeah, I was managing myself for 4 years, and then I found Melissa, the biggest blessing in the twinkle of my eye, and she really showed me so many things that I had no idea about. Like, she took me on a radio run by herself, nobody but just me and her, literally just walking. And then she had so many connections. I was like, and then she the type of person that don't take no for an answer. So she was steady putting me in people's face, and they start circling back when they told her no. I was like, yeah, that's how you do it. So it's a long journey, but I feel like it builds a lot of character, and it gives you, it's a greater reward to me.
So I would assume that this situation is ideal because labels been coming at you since you went viral, since you started going hard, and you are going hard with being independent. So now that you are signed, and we're not trying to get you in trouble or anything, but can you tell me some of the pros and cons of being independent and now with your partnership with Asylum?
Well, actually, it's the reason why we chose each other. I feel like Kentheman and Asylum was because it's we both had the same vision. I feel like as me being so accustomed to doing things my way, I would say, not saying that I'm not open to other, people's whole opinion and all of that, but it's just they respect the fact that how far I came before them, and then they were just offering the plus, okay, you do this, but plus, and it was things, and they really always just gassing me up because they be like, I just can't believe how hard you work, and you don't really rely on us for things. I shot my own first video without them, and they was just no, what are you doing? I invited them to my video shoot. That was girl, so I feel like we just compliment each other in that way of them seeing my vision and helping me blow my vision up, versus it's, how a lot of people say with the majors, it's you're forced to do what they see for you. It's they see me for what I've done and just kind of be hell yeah, or give me greater ideas to go off of my ideas. But they really respect my mind. So it's awesome.
It's very dope because being independent is difficult for anyone. And this industry is male dominant. It's harder on the woman, and you being an independent woman, Kentheman is a fitting name for you because you stood tall and held your ground. Now, we spoke about it. You caught fire with He Be Like, and you turn that energy into a full body of work in the form of For the 304s. Mm-hmm. So how was that period in life from going viral to dropping that EP?
Well, I felt like it was perfect timing because I wanted to display. You know how sometimes people find a new artist and it'll just be that one song. I didn't ever want me to become a one song person. Oh yeah, she got that one song. I wanted multiple songs. So it's I made my For the 304s, I feel as a fit to He Be Like, not just like, oh, I'm about to put a project out, and just I wanted it to be what y'all came and found me for, you know. So that's why I named it For the Hoes, because I felt like it was nothing more, nothing less than for the hoes. So I feel like it was the perfect time, and it did really, really well, and it got me here as well because I just dropped the other one. So it's like I've been running on that for like the whole 2 years.
Look, you took one of my questions. I was going to ask you how come you didn't stick to that original title, because you put For the 304s, but it was For the Hoes originally.
But okay, I wanted that because I'm real vulgar. But I was just like, we grew up saying you a 304. It's whole backwards and it was whole numerically. So I felt like to make it more people to say it on the radio, people to say it, like I had a bigger vision for it. I didn't want it to just stop at mixtape, or I didn't want to limit myself. So I was just like, For the 304 is cute too, because it's like, what that mean? It's for some people, or they try to figure it out. I like people to try to figure me out at I.E. Kentheman, I.E. what's my name, I.E. whatever the fuck else my crazy mind think of.
Yeah. Yeah, you show enough all vulgar, but it's such a classy vulgar, right? It's put together well. Like, oh, she's crazy, she's nasty. So, but now you're back with What's My Name, and how have you grown since for the hoes?
So with this exact project, What's My Name? Like I said, for the 304s, for the hoes, it was fun. It was what the title was for. And then for this one, it's like I have so much range, and it's a lot of people that if they hear a song or something and they don't follow me yet because they don't even know how I look half the time. So it's like a lot of people don't catch all them freestyles that I used to do. And it wasn't like for the 304s. It was kind of like you could see the range that I had, because I would story tell. I would talk about this, that, the third. I would talk about crazy, nasty, freaky stuff. But then so with What's My Name, I feel like I didn't want that conversation to limit me of like what everybody's trying to downplay females for doing, which is pussy rap. So it's like I put some pussy rap on there, but I didn't want to drown my project out with something to where it can make people I always be like, now what? That's my type of aura that I give. So I just wanted to like make sure that me being with Asylum now, that one of the first impressions that I was going to give wasn't something that people can try to like downplay my lyricism on. So I wanted to make it a little more cocky, a little more arrogant, and a little more barred up.
And you're very clever. So with the first tape, you had the whole house.
Yeah.
You had the whole house, the first tape. So is there any special or innovative house, anything lined up for this project?
See, funny you asked, because we were gonna do a house, but then we got so overwhelmed. So we're still circling back to do the house. But it's like, stuff. It's so many great ideas that we be having sometimes, even me and Melissa alone. And it's just like we start getting carried away and we can't execute them all. So it's like, yeah, it's so funny. Actually, we was just talking about that day before yesterday. We was like, we didn't even do the house. Like, what are we doing? But we're gonna, it's a thing that I feel like Melissa really thought of that. She was just like, because we really started from the pandemic. Because it's like we couldn't go nowhere. So we put everybody in time slots, all the media to come in and meet me and come into like my world. And I always said that the bigger that I get and the more money I get, I would want to develop the house to more and more of like what I feel and what I like. I want you to like welcome into me in my mind. So it's like I'm definitely not letting that slip.
Well, the next time y'all got a pop-up whole house, me and my programmer Reggie, we'd love to be at the whole house.
Okay, we're gonna bring y'all to the whole house. We need that Hawaiian thunder up in the whole house. I want to see what y'all type of music y'all be playing.
We played Kentheman. What are you talking about? We playing Kentheman. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna tell you what we playing. So okay. I want you to tell me where this bar is from. Okay. Miss texts, miss calls, where the fuck you at? I like to make a nigga wonder why I don't hit him back.
No name.
Ken, why you so hard on these hoes?
That's crazy, because that song was actually supposed to be on For the 304s, but it didn't fit to me. So I was just, and then I felt like it was too slow, so it's so funny. But I don't know, I feel like it was so slow. And then all my friends was like, what are you doing? Like, you're dropping it. And I was just like, well, it fit on What's My Name. But I don't know, that song was definitely barred up, and that's one of my favorites. Now, it's crazy that it took me 2 years to fall in love with it.
That's my favorite song. And my homegirl put me on to your music. Shout out Deosha. She always talking about Kentheman. And like, so outside of it, like it's you don't just have pussy rap. It's very empowering for women at the end of the day. And in your songs, you talk about being a dominant person in a relationship, in a situationship. When did you realize you had that power?
Um, it's almost like, okay, I feel like it took me getting my heartbreak, I think, like one time to realize like I'm not finna be feeling like that and just like sitting in it. You know, it was almost like I had to kind of talk myself out of this slump, you know, that I just didn't understand what's happening. But then it's like it happened again. And I was just like, I knew how to handle it a little better. So it was kind of like I've always told myself that the only way out is feeling it, accepting it, and then learning something from it. So I've always felt like I'm just gonna play the game. You know what I'm saying? Like I was like, if people gonna play games, and that's just what we doing now, we just gonna have to be on the court because I ain't finna be the only one sitting on the bench. That ain't happening.
You too much. I love your energy, but I have to ask you another question because now you have that power. Did you really get banned from TikTok?
Okay, no, I didn't. It was a metaphor. It was like, you know, when you something bad or something crazy that they don't approve of, you get banned, right? So I just now got on TikTok and I posted like, this is probably like my 4th or 5th post. And they already flagging me for nudity and sexual content. I was like, I ain't even do nothing yet. They like, yeah, we heard that song, bitch. They was like, we heard that song. Keep on talking.
Them weak ass hoes. All right. Well, Kim, before I get out here, this is my time to ask our artists about G's favorite things. So, being that you are the queen of independence from Houston, Texas, what are your 3 favorite things about your home city?
The food, the clubs. And I ain't gonna lie, I really like the living. Like I really like our living. Like I ain't gonna lie, like the homes, the apartments, the condos, the penthouses, it's like the hotels, everything is just like it's really great here. We do not be riding horses. We do be riding horses in the streets, though. It don't be like in the tree.
Yeah. I know about Houston. Yes, there's some horses out there, right? You know.
Yeah, I like that about it too.
Well, hey, before we get out of here, please let the listeners, followers know how they can get in contact with Kentheman.
Well, y'all can follow me everywhere. Twitter, Instagram. I don't really be on Facebook, but you can still follow me on there. And I'm Kentheman. IMKENTHEMAN. And thank you for having me, taking the time out all the way from Hawaii. It's so cool to me that it's daytime right now and it's so nice. I'm about to go to sleep over here.
Oh, man.
Shout out to you. Thank you so much.
Listen, shout out to you. You're amazing. You're beautiful. What's My Name's out now. For the hoes is out for the 304s. Next year, well, matter of fact, when the pop-up whole house is there, me and Reggie at the whole house.
No, for real. We're going to get y'all that invite. Y'all going to have to get on that like 20-hour flight and be on y'all way.
We outside. So you know what it is. G Money, Pacific Push, Kentheman, and she's that nigga.